Yes, ladies and gents, you heard that right. We are finally going to be reviewing the Hammond Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex. This long-awaited figure was revealed a couple months back, and I remember when it was first revealed, everybody in the community went fucking bonkers. And as I have it in my hands now, I can tell you that that reaction is very warranted, as this is a really good figure, debatably one of Mattel's best. It's a really fun figure to play with, although it does come with a few things that I really think could have been done better. But let's get into the positives first, starting off with the overall look of this figure. This thing looks fantastic. The paint is everywhere, nothing is skipped out on. This is a really high quality figure, and it shits on pretty much everything else they've released this year. Besides the Megaraptor. We love the Megaraptor. You can also see the gargantuan scale of this figure too. It is massive. It's the biggest Mattel Rex they've ever made, and I'm really glad that they put that much effort into it. Also, this is a part of the Hammond collection line, so you can get it in a lot of dynamic poses too. The details of this figure are debatably the best part about it. Getting up close and personal with the head specifically, this is probably my favorite part of the figure. The only thing I really don't like about it is the eye, because from certain angles the glass makes it look blind, but other than that, the head is amazing. You can also see the rubber parts of the jaw, but we'll get into those a little bit more later. As we go down the body, you can see a lot of nice striping and a lot of nice paint along the legs, capping it off with the tail, which also has that striping going all the way down. The amazing detail in the head is carried all the way down the figure with nice wrinkling and scales throughout, and it makes this figure just look so much more beautiful. Like I said though, this figure does not come without its obvious flaws, and while there isn't a ton of them, and of course this figure is very good, there is still some that I'd like to mention. Probably the issue that I think is the biggest is the one that we saw at the beginning of the episode when I tried to stand the creature up and it fell down. The legs on this figure, while they are pretty good and stiff, the ankle joints specifically are not really great. There's also the jaw, which has a really weird thing where it pretty much just has 3 positions and you really can't get an in-between of those 3. Now I've had this thing for a little less than a week and I've managed to get it to where you can get it in between these 3 positions. However, my point being that unlike figures like the Baryonyx or Ceratosaurus from the same line, you can't pose it to whatever you like. You have to have it in one of these 3 positions. And I think this has something to do with those rubber pieces in the mouth. I'm fairly certain these are why the jaw only can stay in 3 positions. In that case, I would have preferred what the Baryonyx does, just having 2 pieces of plastic that slide together to replicate the same thing instead of these rubber pieces, because I think that is what is holding back the Rex's jaw. Also, it's kind of like a little final note on things that I don't really like about this Rex. I've noticed that on certain areas of the figure, the paint really likes to chip. It is very easy to chip the paint on this figure, specifically on the neck. I've noticed that even after less than a week of having it, it's starting to do that. But that's my review of the Hammond Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex. Overall, this figure is really good. It does have a few issues here and there, but for the most part, this is a really great buy. I'm happy that I managed to get it. I am really happy with this figure, and I thank you all for watching yet again. I don't know what my next video is going to be. Maybe looking at some Safari stuff, you know. All their new reveals are coming out, and I have some hot takes on all of them. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, mwah mwah. This is Dinoxel signing out.